I'm going to begin my dissection of the kidney. Here's the kidney. Around the kidney is the renal capsule. This structure is a tough fibrous layer made up of dense, irregular connective tissue. It provides protection to the kidney and it helps maintain the kidney's shape. There wasn't any adipose tissue really on my kidney, so I had nothing to remove during my dissection. The hilus is located right here, and it is an indentation on the kidney where blood vessels enter and exit. I wasn't really able to see the renal artery or renal vein from the outside of my kidney, but I will get to that later. There wasn't really any more adipose tissue on the hilum either for me to remove because I was able to see my ureter right here. I made my frontal section through the kidney, and I was able to locate the cortex and the medulla. The renal cortex is the outer portion of the kidney between the capsule and the medulla, and the renal medulla is the innermost part of the kidney, and it is split into renal pyramids. Right here is the renal pyramid that I was able to see the most. A renal pyramid consists mainly of tubules that transport urine from the outer part of the kidney, where the urine is produced, and into the cup-shaped cavities where urine collects before passing through the ureter and into the bladder. The base of each pyramid lies next to the cortex, which is up here, and each tip of the pyramids is called the renal papilla, which is the point of the pyramids and the location where they empty the urine into the minor calyx. The renal papilla is located right here. The renal pyramids are separated by bands of tissue called the renal columns, which are located here. The columns begin in the cortex and extend through the medulla. The columns have a more granular texture like the cortex rather than the smooth medulla. Each renal pyramid and the adjacent cortical region make up a renal lobe, and this is where urine production occurs in the kidney. Each renal papilla discharges the urine into the minor calyx, which are these structures here, and from the minor calyx they enter the major calyx, where they enter the renal pelvis, which is here, and then go to the ureter. The renal pelvis is formed by a wall of thick fibrous tissue, and it is an expansion of the ureter. I opened the ureter as the lab asked and was able to see the ridges in there, if you can see on there. The renal sinus is located here, and it is a cavity in the kidney occupied by the renal pelvis, renal calyxes, blood vessels, nerves, and adipose tissue. I forgot to go back to the renal artery and renal vein. I am assuming that this one is the renal vein. The renal vein is what connects the kidney to the inferior vena cava of the heart, and it carries the filtered blood away from the kidney. The renal artery is here, which carries the blood from the heart to the kidney.